morning. It is Friday and I am tired. As I mentioned in my last video, I am running my first 5K race tomorrow in Rochester, Minnesota. I have been training for about 2 months, month and a half, and I'm sorry I don't have any footage of that to show you. I'm gonna throw up all my stats like right here around this general area. But I have cellular on my Apple Watch and I just hate running with my phone. So it helps me focus just to run without holding a device. So I apologize for no footage of me running. This is crazy because I am literally about to go to the Minnesota Horse Expo, work a night at the Armory until like almost 1 a.m. Have to then drive to my sister's, edit a couple photos where they can use them on Saturday for their socials, and then literally turn around and leave at 6:30 and drive an hour and a half to Rochester to run this race. I don't think I've ever had a schedule this packed, and also where I'm about to have to exert my body so much with so little sleep. So I thought it'd be fun to take you along for the ride to show you what a full day looks like. For me, this is probably the fullest it will get besides working at Otter Creek. I mean, let's go. I'm really questioning my life decisions right now. I'm really questioning them. We're gonna get dressed for the Minnesota Horse Expo and get all cute. Here, do you wanna say hi to Steve's? You say hi to people? Say hi. All right, we are all dressed. This is the fit. I don't know what jacket I'm putting on. It's either gonna be a jean jacket or a red jacket with cowboy boots all over it. I was thinking I'd find it funny that basically all my little niches in life are kind of coming together in one day. We got horses, we got music, and we got like something athletic. The only thing we're missing is like, oh no, my photography, videography, like for music is in there. That's crazy. So yeah, everything is coming together in one day, basically in 24 hours. It's just gonna be crazy. So we have just arrived at Canterbury, where the Minnesota Horse Expo is this year. It used to be held at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. And after coming here and experiencing it, I kind of miss it being at the fairgrounds. It was just more spread out and more of, I don't know what to call it, like an experience. So here we are in the first little shopping center. It was packed, like super packed, full of stuff. Sadly, like just the same vendors kind of over and over again, you know, boots, hats, brushes, tack, reins, you know, all of the horsey things. And sadly, it was mostly Western based. It was very rare that we came across an English booth. But I was also kind of just sad to see there wasn't a lot of like handmade products. It was a lot of mass produced junk in my opinion. And I really wish there was more of that because I want to support local and, you know, just artists in general. And this is the part I did not like. This was the indoor arena and it was super small, and then the only other place you could watch the exhibitions of the horses was out on the track, and it was just super long and far away and you couldn't see unless you went and sat up in the stands. But just not like the best arena in my opinion, and that was more shopping. And here I am eating lunch, and here's the other look out onto the grounds in the arena / track. Here's some trailers that were for sale. But yeah, it was just overall kind of a disappointing experience. It wasn't like, I don't feel like I need to go back next year. Okay, we're back from the Horse Expo. My GoPro died, so enjoy those iPhone clips. I hadn't been to the Horse Expo in a long time, and this was the first year at Canterbury Park. In my opinion, it was super like spread out and weird. The track they had that they were doing the exhibitions you could watch with the horses, the track was just not the vibe. Like, it's super narrow, it's super long. For the horses, it seemed to be quite difficult because it was, again, just super long, way open, all this stuff. Anyway, there was a lot of shopping, but it seemed like just the same stuff over and over again. My one goal was to find a pair of chinks and or chaps, because I've been wanting a pair that I can just wear every day at the barn. You won't believe what I found. Look at these. Look at these. And I basically stole these. I got these from a vendor who basically didn't know what they had. Now, these chaps everywhere else were running from $400 to $600 because these are like the real thick leather, not that cheap stuff. And these ended up, they let me buy these because I asked like what was the best deal, or like what do you think you could do on these? And they looked at the price of the other ones they had. Mind you, the other ones were super, super cheap. Like, probably the, like, you know, just, if you're a horse person, you know, there's like a cheap pair of chaps where it's like super, like flimsy leather, like not good quality. These are super heavy, like really nice leather. The gunmetal is like perfect because my treeless saddle is black. $130. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, I need to like cut these to size and whatever, but take a moment. Like, these are perfect. And chinks are not, these are chinks and they're not supposed to go all the way down. But I am so in love with these. So I got the one thing I was gonna need, so great for me. And then the only other thing, like I was looking for a black pair of reins, couldn't find a pair. So I found this in the clearance bin at one of the booths. Super nice. It's like t-shirt, jersey, ribbed little sports bra top. I thought it was really cute. $10 sold. Literally all I bought. Nothing crazy, so I'm happy with my purchases. It is now basically 5 o'clock, which means I literally have an hour and 20 minutes before I have to leave for the armory. I thought doors were gonna be at, you know, like 8 or 9. No, doors are at 7:30, so that means I need to be there at 7. I need to eat. I need to I need a nap, but that's not gonna happen. Oh, I need to pack my running stuff. I need to get all my gear like together for tonight. I need to get my laptop to bring to my sister's house where I can edit. All right, I will check back in later. Okay, we are all dressed to work tonight. We have got our camera bag packed and ready to go. I do my 16 to 35 and my 70 to 200. A mic, extra batteries, extra memory cards, all of that jazz is in that bag. I need to bring my laptop, hard drive, so I'm gonna get that stuff all together. I need to get a laptop bag. I'm working off like this little felt one. I don't like it, but anyway. All right, then we've got race shoes, protein shake. We got our protein bar, a Celsius we're gonna chug before we run. And then race clothing, overnight gear, all that great stuff in there. And right now I am eating my carb meal of the night before the race. We are making pasta per usual. Life hack, if you put something over the pot when you're boiling, the water will not boil over. But yeah, so basically I need to leave in like 30, 45 minutes. I'm gonna drop my stuff off at my sister's and then head straight to the armory. Okay, you'll notice I'm not using my GoPro. So we are running a little late. I made a mistake. Totally forgot my flash at home. Had to turn around halfway here, but we made it. We going?
race tomorrow morning at 6:30 in the morning.
What? I just know you're nuts.
I know. I told Lucy and I'm like, I'm gonna leave at around 12:30. And she's like, that's fine. I know. I'm like, I thought about doing the 10K and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Thanks for letting.
It's 12:14 a.m.
I am packing up my shit and I'm getting
So I asked before I left if I really needed to edit some photos, and he said yes. So I did. Funny enough, they ended up not using them until Sunday, which was super annoying. But here I am going to bed at basically 2 a.m., getting 4 hours of sleep and waking up fresh and early at 6 a.m. Look at me. I look fabulous. But the drive was at least super pretty though. Going and seeing the sunset. Oh my God, sunrise. Here we go. The fog, because the temperature change over the water was super pretty. And if you drive to Rochester, you know, if you see this, you are about 20 to 30 minutes out. The oil refinery is super cool. And this looked like a scene out of a movie. Like, we are in Minnesota. That looks absolutely magical, gorgeous, stunning, 10 out of 10. My sister made a sign for us and I cried. It was so cute. Here I am walking up to the race. I got my number, decided to put on my shorts. Looking great. This is the venue. It was set up at a brewery, the start and the finish, so that was cool. Little Thistle Brewery, super cute, great setup. Loved everything about it, and it's being put on by the Mayo Clinic, which we love the Mayo Clinic in our family. Here's the national anthem. Everybody paying respects to America. Yeehaw. Good job, everybody. This dog was super cute. I love her. Look at her in her little stroller. Oh my gosh. This was the kids' 1K. This was so funny. And it was not even a 1K. I would say it was like a 500-yard dash. But they went out hot. They were cooking. But yeah, here we are. I'm getting ready to get in line. So there was heats, and I was deciding what heat I was going to be in. And I was really ballsy, and I decided to go in the first heat because I thought I could do this. And yeah, I was super proud of myself for even stepping up there in that first heat. You know what? I'm going to push. I'm going to choose someone to stick behind, and we are going to just feel ill. I wanted to run as fast as I could without feeling like I was going to throw up, because I wanted this to be a PR, even though I was on 4 hours of sleep. And it ended up being a PR. I actually got third in my age group and 12th overall, which is insane, and ran a 26-minute 5K, which is insane. I've never done that before, ever, and this is my first race, so feeling really great. They gave out the awards. I was maybe hoping that they were going to give out awards for age groups, but they didn't, which is okay. We cheersed, we listened to the band. They were actually quite good. This Unleash the She event was probably the best first 5K I could have run. It was so empowering towards women. Anybody could have run it, no matter your gender, but it was such a positive experience. I recommend this race to anybody. This is where it all went wrong with these pancakes. 5 hours later. I got so sick. Not so sick, but like my body basically shut down. It's like, yo, you need to take a break. You need to like get 4 hours of sleep, plus being on my period, plus waking up super early, chugging caffeine, running the hardest I've ever run for 3.5 miles basically. And then I think my mistake was going to that brunch restaurant and ordering those pancakes. That was a bad move, and I also ate those in like 2.5 seconds. So basically got the bubble guts the whole ride home, and it was horrible. Basically, like, I don't even know if I slept or if I passed out or not, but okay. Anyway, we are going back to the armory for night 2, so let's get there. Don't want to be late. So I think the reason I got sick, it was just like a perfect storm of everything. That I didn't sleep, I was up all day yesterday and ate like 2 decent meals, was up till 2 editing basically, woke up at 6 a.m, had a protein bar, drank a little bit of a protein shake, and then chugged a Celsius and then ran. I don't know why I got sick, no idea. But we out here. The other thing is that I can't drink any more caffeine because I got the bubble guts. So I'm literally raw dogging right now. My eyes are so heavy. Thank God. Hopefully the music is upbeat and we'll make it, because girl. It is 1:05 a.m. I hope you enjoyed being a part of my life this was just, I think, a crazy, I can't even do math. My brain is so tired. Like over 24 hours. Thanks for enjoying my Friday and Saturday with me. I hope you have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube videos, and I hope you decide to watch some more. Okay, see you next time. Bye!